Welcome into the channel. Let me pause this movie or this show. Yeah, I'm watching a crazy show on Amazon Prime, and it's called 56 Days. Oh, but it's good. It's crazy, but it's good. Okay, it's crazy good. But let me pause this and let me tell y'all. I just got the most beautiful sign when I turned on the camera. When I got everything set up and I sat down and I got ready to turn the camera on, I got two beautiful signs. Okay, you guys have two beautiful signs coming to you. Let that be confirmation for you. Okay, let me turn this nose ring around, y'all, because it be looking like a booger in my nose when it's pointed outward. But anyway, let me tell y'all about these two signs. Oh my God. The first sign that I saw, and I haven't seen in a long time over here, is a red cardinal. Okay. It came and it sat on the fence in my backyard, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, but I was like starstricken, so I couldn't like get the camera, the other camera, and turn it on to record. By the time I, did try, he had already flew away. So I was like, okay, and I was just all enamored. Okay, like, oh my God, what a beautiful sign. Okay, and then as getting everything, getting the cards together, getting the candle, lighting the candle up and everything, I look up and there's a blue jay in the backyard. Okay, and I haven't seen those two birds here in a while. When I first moved into this house, I could see them like all the time. Okay, I would hear them singing. They would come to the other side of my patio. Well, the other part of my yard, some of you guys have probably seen it, where it has like the table out there with the plants and everything. They would come over there often. Okay, and I all of a sudden I stopped seeing them, and I started seeing like a lot of crows come over here, and I was like, why the crows done ran my birds away, but now that was a sign, like, yeah, it's gonna be springtime soon. They coming back. Okay, they are coming back. All right, maybe they just migrated or something. I don't know. Oh no, what did I click on? Okay, something could be significant about the NFL. There's also a significant robbery that's going to take place. There's also possibly an event or something revolving around. There's either going to be an event at a Dairy Queen, or there's going to be a situation where like revolving around someone who works at Dairy Queen. Okay. Oh, it still went in there. Hold on, I don't know how I got it. That's not what I want. YouTube, please. Let's get us a little sound, a little music, a little sound in the background. Oh my God, I'm hearing that song. It just popped in my head too. Grinding. Excuse me, take it as it resonates. I don't know why I'm hearing that. Grinding is by, who is Grinding by, y'all? I can see them, but I can't think of who that is. Let me find out so that y'all can have the song since it popped up. Grinding. It's by the Clips. Okay, something about that song could be significant. All right. All right, I'm gonna do a short and sweet too, but for this one, this is gonna be a just a read from this deck, y'all. I still got a big stack of this deck of cards, so I've already taken out, what is it? We've done 2 or 3 readings with this deck, and I took out those cards so that we could, pull some different energy. So y'all, welcome in to the channel. I hope you guys are doing great. Let me tap in. Thank you, angels and spirit guides, for clarity and accuracy. Show me clearly, Holy Spirit, what it is you want us to hear, know, and see at this time. What's the message, Holy Spirit? You could be grinding, okay? Like working hard or busy at work. Okay, we got a couple cards that just popped out in the shuffle. Believe in miracles, okay? Believe in miracles. Now it's funny because I was in the nail shop and they started off playing songs from like popular Disney movies, right? Like they played one from Pocahontas, they played a song from Aladdin, and then they played this song, Believe in Miracles. I think it's called Believe in Miracles. I don't remember what it's from, but I know I had a personal experience with this song because when I was young and I was in the girls missionary something at my church, and we had to do a praise dance, and we praise danced to that song, and it was I think it's like something miracles um by Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston. So anyway, that right there, that just made me think about that. But believe in miracles, okay? That's out there. This right here came in the reverse. It says be discerning, wise, intuitive. Okay. I don't know. I get like there's something, either someone's not discerning. No, because if this was in the upright, it would be saying that you need to be discerning, wise, and intuitive. But in this case, it's like you must already be being discerning and wise and intuitive. You know that you're wise, discerning, and intuitive, okay? Or somebody does. Somebody knows this about you. All right, what's the message? What is the message, Holy Spirit? I have about an hour, a little under an hour, I think, that I can record this read, because I got to go back to work. Gotta go. Told y'all, get this money. I'm grinding today, working hard. Okay, working hard. Hard work pays off. All right. You could be starting something new, creating something new. It's giving like the Ace of Wands energy. There's Make-A-Wish energy here. Okay, confirmation, spiritual belch. You guys need to make a wish at this time, okay? It's like your wishes are being granted. Okay. All right, we got loyal lover. Okay. Leo. Okay. Somebody that you know is different from someone else. Okay. We got Aquarius in the reverse. All right. Aquarius in the reverse. You could have had to let go of someone to learn this lesson, or you've recently released someone because you've learned a lesson. Something about learning from the past, right? And embracing the new. It's hard. It's hard sometimes to embrace the new, especially when, like, you know, I don't know, things could be triggering. You could be sensitive to people's behaviors or reactions or responses. You know, it could kind of trigger you to think about how things went in the past, right? It could be given like that type of a vibe. Somebody here, maybe you kind of, I don't know. Just be open, okay? Don't let your heart turn cold, okay? Just because one person treated you a certain way doesn't mean everybody's gonna treat you that way, okay? It all has to do with how you've learned to treat yourself, though, at the end of the day. So make sure that you guys are treating yourselves right, okay? You definitely have a loyal lover in your energy. They could be a Leo, doesn't have to be. All right. But I'm getting like opposite energy, like someone's completely, whoever they are, they're completely opposite of each other, of another person that you've dealt with, right? Okay. They're complete opposites. And I say that because the opposite sign of Leo is Aquarius. Aquarius is in the reverse. And the opposite sign of Aquarius is Leo. Okay. And so it's like these people, you're dealing with someone who's nothing like the past person. Okay. Now it says this ends badly. Hold on now. Let me turn it up right. This ends badly. Switch up the tempo. It's time for change. But this came out in the reverse. So it's like you don't need to change anything about your situation right now, or this person. It's like this person is they're right. They're a right fit for you, or they're they're exactly who you need them to be. Okay. And remember that you can't change anybody anyway, so don't even try. A person, if they need to change and they feel that they need to change, they'll change, but let it be for them so that resentment isn't built up. Don't force nobody to change for you or none of that. You know what I mean? You hold your own boundaries and standards, right? And if they want to fall in line with that, let it be their choice. But if they don't, honey, it's okay. All right. There's other people, how they say, it's other fish in the sea. Okay. But we got deception and low vibe in the reverse. So somebody you're dealing with here, they're definitely loyal. They're not low vibe. I'm hearing they disassociate themselves with low vibrational people even. So whoever this is learned how to, I don't want to say people watch, but I want to say like assess energies. Maybe before, either you were dealing with someone who didn't know how to assess energy, or you were the one struggling with how to assess people's energy, or something like that. Either they didn't know, you didn't know, but they know now, or you know now. Okay. It says be fertile and fruitful. But it's in the reverse. I feel like people now, this comes with the assessing energy. People recognize when people are not fertile, when people are not fruitful, when it's not a good energy, when people are energy vampires. They know this now, okay? This could have been a major lesson that you learned. This could have been a major lesson that you learned, okay? Or a major lesson that this person entering your life has learned. Like, I know now, like, what abundance looks like. And I know what what someone who's fertile looks like. And I don't mean fertile like fertile myrtle, or like fertile like having a bunch of babies like a rabbit. I'm talking about like fertile with their energy. It's like somebody recognizes an empress. Someone recognizes someone who's fruitful, someone who can grow and manifest and be abundant, and in turn birth, right? Birth fruitfulness, birth abundance, right? It's like regenerate these things, build it, grow it. Okay. Somebody's recognizing this within people. They're learning how to assess people's energy. They're like, if you low vibrational and you're not fruitful, you're not giving abundant energy, you're not wise, you're not intuitive, you're not listening to your intuition, I'm good. I'm good, because they know now that it'll end badly. Okay? It'll end badly. They're like, nah. Okay, so this person that's entering your life or is in your life, this is someone who's made a lot of change. Okay, now it says, I don't want them, I choose you, please forgive me. Okay, you could have somebody, you know what I'm saying, that's like, I made a mistake, I was just playing, it's not what it looks like, it's not what it seems. Okay, they don't want whatever they whatever they attracted, or whatever they allowed into their life or into their space. They don't want that. They're like, oh no, I made a big mistake. Okay, somebody's looking at something like, I made a big mistake. We have untraceable here. I feel like this is you. I feel like you're not trying to be found by nobody that, you know, you're not that past person. This is either you or them. Not, let me explain. This is either you or this person that's in your life that's like, I don't want to be found by anybody that is low vibrational. Anybody that had me and lost me. I don't want to, you lost me for a reason. I don't want to be found by you. Okay. Untraceable. And the door's closed. All right. The door's closed. So the door's closed. Ain't no comebacks. Ain't no do-overs. Ain't no my bad. Ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Somebody can, they asking for your forgiveness. I am on to see my husband. Hello. Sorry, y'all. So yeah, what was I saying? The door's closed. They're asking for your forgiveness, but it's like, you're not You're forgiven, but you ain't forgetting, and you're moving forward, or you've already done this. Okay. I feel like you've met someone genuine. Okay. Excuse me. Confirmation spiritual. Excuse me. It says listen in the spirit. Somebody is not listening in the spirit. Somebody could be trying to connect with you telepathically. This is an ex. Okay. There's an ex that's trying to connect with you telepathically abusing a gift that they have, trying to get your attention, get a hold of you, get you to hear their side of the story, get you to tap back into them so they can tap back into your energy. Be aware, okay? Someone is trying it, but I feel like you're turning a deaf ear to this energy. You don't want no parts. You feel like this person doesn't listen to the right spirit. They listening to somebody, but it ain't. You know what I'm saying? It ain't of the light. All right. They could be listening too much to their shadow. Clear and ground my energy, Archangel Michael. Please and thank you. All right. What's the message? What is the message? I'm in a daze. Like, I don't know. This weather is weird too. It goes from being cloudy to sunny. And yesterday was super cloudy. Y'all could not get on here and do no reading. I was so sleepy. Okay. I was so sleepy. I was like, Lord, just let me sleep. I'm hearing let her cook. Okay. I don't know. Somebody here, while you're resting, it's like you're creating, or you're receiving downloads, or it's like something deeper is happening. You could definitely be an indigo child. Excuse me, confirmation spiritual belch. It's like you're doing something. You're asleep, but you're not though. Like you're resting, but you're not though. It's like you're in a whole nother world or galaxy, like working, doing something. Okay, deck, you don't want to say nothing else or what? Because if not, we gonna go on and switch that thing on over to another deck. Well, you're not talking today? What's going on? Cards a little stuck. Y'all trying to push past a little stuck energy or something? Or what's going on? What is happening? What's the message? I'm getting sleepy right now. I be thinking it's this music. I get in here. If I'm not moving around, it'd be like... I could go night-night, okay? Maybe rest is needed. Not worth the risk. Damn, didn't we do a read where we said somebody was not worth the risk? Okay? It was too high. The price was too high. We just did one of these. And it has something to do with this in the title. Okay? The price was way too high. So somebody here, you learned a lot from the past. You realize what was worth your time and what wasn't. And that's because you've done a lot of work on yourself, correcting your actions. So that means that you took some form of accountability. Okay? You accepted your fault, your role that you played in situations, and you did what you needed to do to like change that, to be better, right? So it's given a vibe where like you know what's worth the risk and what's not. And your healing is not worth the risk. Okay? Your healing is not up for debate. Your healing is not like the cycles of healing and the lessons and the overcoming of challenges that you've done. The price is so high. You know what I mean? That was expensive. All gas and no brakes. That was some expensive work, right? So you're not willing to risk it over nothing. Nothing. Okay. Take car to the shop ASAP. Somebody doesn't need to take their car to the shop. Your car is fine. I don't know if you're worried. Is somebody in here worried about their vehicle? Your car is fine. you might need to take your car to the shop, but it's not like urgent. So somebody, you could have like some type of repairs that needed to be done on your car, but they're not urgent. Okay, it's not like your car's gonna break down tomorrow. Okay, now on the flip side of that, somebody could be dealing with some type of car issues. Okay, but you're fertile. You are fertile. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Somebody knows your worth, or you know your own worth here. You know your worth now. Whoever this is, that's this loyal lover, they know their worth. So you're dealing with someone who's learned, they learned just as many lessons as you. They didn't went through just as many challenges and trials as you have. They feel like dealing with low vibrational energies ain't worth the risk either. Because they feel like the price on their healing is high. Okay? They paid a hefty price for the healing that they received. So you're dealing with somebody who y'all are like seeing eye to eye. Okay? Y'all got the same. You look. Take the risk. Take the risk. You're dealing with someone who's worth the risk. You are dealing with someone who is worth the risk because they know the price. Ooh, that's the sound of the price going all the way up. Two people who know they worth. Two people who know they're worth the risk. Two people who are willing to take a risk. This is crazy. This is two people that are on the same vibrational frequency. They're a match. You're dealing with someone who's a match, or you're showing up as a match to someone. Okay? It says be confident. Okay? Somebody could be losing confidence. I feel like this person that's losing confidence is the one that's trying to connect with you telepathically, the one that's trying to get back into your good graces, the one that's trying to get your attention, the one that basically the one that you're discerning, the one that you feel like is not wise. They didn't listen to their intuition. They were listening to the wrong spirit. Y'all both, okay, spirit is telling me right now, y'all both have people or energies that want back into y'all's circle, back into y'all's energy. You both, oh my goodness, they want to sip from your cup. I just saw a cup, and it's like people have their hand out with their cup. Like people are coming to you wanting you to fill up their cup. Okay. Or this could be like energies that have their hand out, like what can you do for me? Can you give me? I need. You have people that these are energy vampires for some of y'all, okay, that are coming to you because they know what they had when they had it, and you've untraceable, you've cut off access. Okay, access has been denied. You've denied these people access to your energy. You got some people going a little cuckoo, okay, because they can't get in, because they can't contact you, because they can't connect with you. It says painful cycles, stick with the process. So it's like somebody here could, I feel like all involved know what this is, right? You know what this is. The person you are a vibrational match for knows what this is. But the way that it's coming through right now is that this is about that outside energy. This is about that third party or that outside interference, right? That other person that you've cut off access to. They're entering a painful cycle because they realizing, like, for somebody here, like, I don't know, you could have been, I'm getting like you was paying somebody's way. You could have been like a financial support for someone, and that you've cut them off. Okay. This could be an energetic support for someone, and you've cut them off. This is someone who's been cut off, and they're entering a painful cycle. Okay, now they're being guided to stick with the process. It's going to be a painful cycle, but at the end of it, if they do it right, they'll come out on top just the way that you and this other person have, right? They'll come out better for it, but they got to go through it, right? This is something they're going to have to go through to grow, okay? I am a superhero for real, okay? For real, y'all. Somebody out there, you a real superhero in the flesh, okay? You don't need the mask or the cape or the, you know what I mean? You that for real, okay? Somebody could really be looking up to you, admiring you. But I feel like at the end of the day, you're being admired because you put in that work. You've done a lot of work on yourself. You've done a lot of work on yourself, okay? And I'm telling you, because of this, people want to connect to you, but people want to reestablish the connection they had to you because of what it is that you were doing for them. Sadi. So Sadi. Okay. But then you have this other person here, this loyal lover, that's a vibrational match that's ready to commit. Okay. So somebody here is definitely ready to commit. Excuse me, spiritual belch. You definitely have someone here ready to commit. But you have somebody that wants to reconnect, stay connected to you. It's like a, I don't know. It's giving an energy vampire. Somebody wants, they want, it's not a want, it's a need. Yeah, and it's toxic. This is toxic. This person is toxic. Okay? You know this though. And you know this because honor is out here. You know the honor that you know that you deserve to be honored. Okay? You know this. And it's because you are fertile. Okay? You are fertile. You are the empress. You are the emperor. You know your worth and value. Okay? We got twin flame and it says high vibe in the reverse. Somebody was not a high vibrational twin flame. They were toxic. Okay? And you had to honor yourself. All right? You and this person that's in this loyal lover one, okay. The loyal lover, y'all are one and the same because like I say, you're on the same frequency. Both of you had to learn to honor yourselves. Both of you are honoring yourself. That's why y'all have met. Okay? Taurus. Okay? Taurus. Either Taurus, you're not dealing with a high vibrational twin flame. You could be the one that was not a high vibrational twin flame. Or you know you've let go of a low vibrational twin flame. Okay? Something like that. So you about to lose your job, but it's in the reverse. Taurus, you're not about to lose your job. Okay. Somebody could have came for your job. They could have came for your stability. They could have came for your employment status, your finances. Okay. There could have been an attack on those things, but you're not about to lose nothing, baby. Okay, Taurus, if you're in here. All right. I feel like there's some people in here. There's some femmes in here that cut someone off, chose to honor yourself. And because of that, it's like you saved your career. Okay. Because God was like, when we be tripping out and we don't be listening, we don't be being obedient, and God be showing us red flags and we still be going on like it's all good. God will start to strip things away from us, male or female, right? He'll start to break us down by using the things that we like. Okay. You could like your job. You could like money. Okay. I know Taurus is like money. I do too, Taurus. But anyway, it's given a vibe where like, he'll come for the things that you cherish and value so that you can, wake up. Right. But for you, Taurus, you're safe, and it's giving a vibe here. Okay. Viewers, Taurus or not. Okay. Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, who's ever up in here, okay, it's giving a vibe where like you're going to be celebrating. You got surprise, you have a surprise or some type of blessings on the way. Okay. You don't need to pull a high vibration card. If y'all have that deck or you're pulling from that deck, don't pull from that deck right now. Okay. You guys are being guided not to pull from that deck. It's like giving a vibe where like you're already high vibrational. You don't need a deck to tell you. You know what I'm saying? You're already doing it. You're good. Must master all 4 elements: earth, water, fire, and air. This came out reverse. It's because you've already mastered all of these, especially if you're in the Empress and Emperor energy. You've already mastered these. You could be given like Hierophant, High Priestess, signs like that. Okay. Disable. Hold on, I gotta turn it in the upright. Disable defense by getting to the root of the problem. Somebody, I feel like this is saying someone's not able to disable your defense. Okay. Somebody does not have the skills with fully equipped in reverse. They're not the magician that they believe themselves to be, or they could be giving warlock energy. Okay. A warlock could be significant. It's somebody who's pulling from a dark space or conjuring. All right. But it's like, even with all of that, they still don't have authority over you, or they're not having an effect on you. Okay. They're not able to disable your defenses. They can't get to you, right? You're untraceable. Okay. You're not reachable. You're out of this person's reach. It's also giving like you're out of this person's league. Okay. Um, Disarm and set boundaries. Take back power, control, and reigns. Yeah, somebody wants to like they want to disable your defenses. They want you to put your guard down, but they're not able to do this. They're not able to do this. They're unable to disarm. They're unable to get in. Yeah, look, loser. Okay, this person's a loser. All right. Oh, Spirit's telling them they need to ascend. Okay, you're not going to win. You need to ascend. Okay, so whoever this energy is that's trying to connect with you, reconnect with you, to get what they can get out of you, they're not, they got some lessons to learn. Okay, it says, what's for me is already mine. Okay, so I'm telling y'all, and for some of you all, this has to do with, okay, the bottom of the deck is got my cup up to the heavens. Y'all, there's other cards out here, but I can't read all of these. Matter of fact, I'm going to read them, but I can't put them on the board, okay? We're going to take what's for me is already mine. It says demons freed can no longer harm you, okay? So there's some demons that can no longer harm you. I am what's already mine, okay? But this is in the reverse. It's just giving a vibe of like, I am what's already mine. You already became your manifestations. You are manifesting what you are, okay? There's something about a significant return. This could be a Saturn's return or something like that. Okay, but muscle is here. Somebody could be very muscular. Truths revealed. Good versus bad. Light versus darkness. Okay, so the shadow versus the light is being exposed. Okay, people's masks are falling off. It's clear like what side people are walking with at this time. There's no confusion about it. Awakening, ascension. Someone is not going through an awakening or an ascension. It says expect a call or text today, but it's in the reverse. Okay, you don't need to be worrying about this person trying to contact you or reach out. Gemini in the reverse. Okay, and wait a week. Okay, wait a week. All right, it might take a week for this person to reach out again, but for this week, you're safe. This person, you don't got to worry about this person, at least for this week. Okay, so we're going to take what's for me is already mine because we already explained that you got this person that does mean you some good in your energy already. Okay, this loyal lover is already here. It's like what you're deserving of is already here. You're going to be celebrating a surprise blessing soon. All right, look, Judgment and 10 of Pentacles was on the split. Okay, Judgment and 10 Pentacles. So it's already been decided that you get some form of abundance that you're going to be able to build upon, okay? And it's because you've been able to master a high vibration, okay? You've been able to master a high vibration. Ooh, my nose is itching. Ooh. All right. I got 30 minutes, y'all. Let's bring it on home. Let's see what the vibes are here. So I'm just getting that. I'm back to that believe in miracles, right? And in the song, she says, I believe in you, in me. Damn it. Biscuit's hair be getting stuck to my damn lip gloss. I hate that. Okay, but anyway. You can have a cat. Oh my God, don't do this right now. Okay, I guess it's gone. All right, let's see what we got. What we got. Judgment is still at the bottom of the deck. Let me shuffle one more time just to get my mind right here. Someone could believe in the idea of you and them. Okay? Or Spirit is telling you to believe in the idea of a healthy connection, of a vibrational match. Believe in that idea. Okay? Don't lose faith. Don't lose hope. Okay? In that. Okay, let's get it. Excuse me. Confirmation, though. Somebody's confirmation. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Can I have the energy for this read? The 4 Wands. Yeah, so somebody here, you're about to enter a union. You're about to enter into a union here. If you're not about to enter into some sort of partnership or divine union, it's a divine union with a divine soulmate. Someone's entering a divine union with a divine soulmate. What is that? Oh, it's a squirrel. I don't have my glasses on, y'all, but it's a squirrel. Squirrels, they let you know, they're a sign from the universe that there is always enough, okay? There's always enough. Somebody out there, you could be single and you could be thinking like, "Ugh, it's not enough men where I live. It's not enough good men in the world." Or you could be thinking like, it's not enough good women in the world. You could have recently been thinking that or found yourself talking about having a conversation about that with someone. But the universe is here to let you know like there's always enough, okay? No matter what it looks like, no matter what the numbers say or how it appears, the right person will find you, okay? Beautiful squirrel. They be moving so fast. Their little hands, he's standing up. His hands are doing something. He picked up something off the ground and he's like, hey, little squirrel. We got the 10 of Wands, okay? Now, in between this 4 and 10 of Wands is the 6 of Wands. So you're victorious over something here. You're victorious over something that was burdensome, something that was meant to weigh you down, okay? You got somebody watching you, and they're burdened. Look how he's peeping. You see him? Who's that peeping in my window? Ah, nobody now. Okay, I can't think of who that song is by or what it's called, but shout out to them. If y'all know, check out the video. Okay, something's very explosive. There's a tower. There's a significant tower occurring. Okay, or this person right here that's trying to, who you don't want to be found by, or who your person don't want to be found by. They're watching you. They're definitely watching you. Okay, they're watching you, and they actually watching you be stable. They're watching you build a solid foundation, okay, for yourself, with someone, or by yourself. Okay, but they're looking at that. All right, yeah, and they're desiring the 4 of Swords here. They wanna heal a situation. Where they see you is very healing. All right. The Chariot, the Emperor. All right. Looks like they see you with a boss. Okay. Oh, I just got Rick Ross that song. I got a 454 some so in the hood. Hold on. Hey, but I think it's called The Boss. I'm the biggest boss that you've seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you've seen thus far. Orange butterfly. You guys can be seeing a lot of orange butterflies. Ooh, hey butterfly. Okay. And so what I'm getting here is somebody sees you. Either they see you in this boss energy. If you're a masculine, they looking at you. Okay. They are watching you. They see you making boss moves. They see you with a boss, or they see you as a boss. Okay. Somebody here, you could have gotten a new car. All right. They like, dang, you gonna pop out on me like that. For others of you, okay, this is someone who's watching you. Maybe you moved on with a, you know what I mean, with a boss, or I don't know, but they watching you. Okay, they're watching you. They're watching you reclaim your power. They're watching you in control. Okay, even after all the manipulating they did, they are watching you in a position of power. They're watching you do something magical too, because in this Chariot card, he's standing on top of a whole leopard, okay? Or cheetah, whatever that is. You see him? All right? They seeing you do something miraculous. They like, oh my God, okay? They don't want you to know that they're watching because they're trying to hide, right? He's hiding behind like this fence, a barrier of some sort, okay? But he's watching. Y'all see his eye right here? He looking, okay? That person could be in a scarce energy, like a scarcity, like a energy of lack. All right, foraging for things, foraging for food, hunting. They're trying to. They're in survival mode. Somebody's in survival mode. Yeah, look, they're somebody hungry. Okay, the Page of Wands, but it's giving an energy. They need whatever they were, whatever you were feeding them, spiritually speaking, or hypothetically, however y'all want to say it, whatever y'all was feeding them, whatever, however you were showing up for this person in whatever way, whatever resource, you could have been giving this person money. You could have been literally cooking and feeding this person or buying this person food. Or you were whatever you were supplying, okay? Because they seen you as a supply, okay? They need that back, all right? The Ten of Pentacles. But they see you. You could be getting ready. You and somebody else could be getting ready to have a whole new family, building a whole new life. Excuse me, spiritual belch, creating a whole new legacy, okay? Creating new family traditions, taking family photos. Somebody could be taking family pictures, okay? I'm seeing like family pictures, all right? Planning some type of a family affair, a family event, all right? They seeing you do this. They seeing you build wealth, okay? Somebody could be giving you their last name. You could be, you know what I'm saying? It's like either somebody here about to have a whole baby, okay? All right. It's like you've moved on. You're entering into a divine union. For somebody here, you're about to get married, and then things are going to happen very fast. It's like you're taking family photos one minute, you're getting married the next minute, and then you're getting a new car, and then you find out you're pregnant, you have a baby. It's like in the next 10 months, your life is going to look like the life of an empress, the Queen of Swords. Okay, that's a yes card for me. This Queen of Swords, like you could have recently, this is you after cutting this person off, separating from this person, right? And it's like somebody could be in jail. Somebody could be watching you from jail. I think they got iPads in there, not iPads, but like tablets, or I don't know. I don't know. They be finding ways, right? Somebody could have brought a cell phone into jail or something like that. I don't know. But I see that now with that barrier and that fence. That's somebody that's behind bars that's looking at you, and they might not like what they see. They about to see you create a whole new life. Now I'm also getting here that somebody pulled some cards and looked into your energy, and that's what they saw. They saw they've been cut out of your life. They've been cut off. Yeah, the Two of Swords. I can't make that up. They see this. Or somebody could have went to I heard a specialist, but I was trying to say a practitioner, a priest, a reader, okay? And it's like that's what they seen. They seen themselves restricted or cut out of your future and your future legacy. This could have been someone you were married to. The Two of Wands, they're in a mental battle here. Internal struggle or mental battle with themselves. 222 energy could be significant. Okay, the Temperance is here. Man, they see you as an earth angel. They like, damn. You mean I was in a relationship with a whole earth angel? You mean that whole earth angel was my friend? You mean that whole earth angel was my child or my daughter-in-law or my sister-in-law, my brother-in-law, or my boss or something like that? It's like whoever you are to these people, to this person, they now realize you wasn't just that title or that role. You were also an earth angel, okay? And they fumbled you. And now they're being blocked out of everything you're about to create, everything that's coming towards you. And this is not, don't be surprised, okay? The Page of Cups is in the reverse. They're not surprised. But don't be surprised if you find out that this person did get a reading on you or something like that. Don't be surprised. I don't feel like you will be. But something's not a surprise. Something's not a secret. Maybe the fact that you're an earth angel is not a secret. Okay, we got the Hangman. Yeah, so someone's definitely in jail. This could be physical jail or spiritual jail. Either way, somebody is cut off, cut out, cut off. Okay? I feel like both. I feel like you cut them off and cut them out. All right? It's like, truth be told, when this person looks back over their life with you, or their time with you, or their experience with you, they're not surprised that you cut them off. They're not surprised that they ended up exactly where they are. Whether that be in physical jail, spiritual jail, or just somewhere on the outside looking in. Yeah, the Seven of Swords in this deck. There's a barrier up. There's a fence. You're in the house over here. This person's on the outside looking in. They're not surprised that they stand where they stand with you. They are not surprised. They know they deserve to stand. They deserve this with the Four of Cups. They deserve for you to reject them. They're aware. This person's fully aware. They know why you did it. They know why you don't want nothing to do with them. It ain't stopped them from trying to connect. It ain't stopped them from trying. Okay? But they are aware. Okay? So, I don't know. Let's see what else. What else, Spirit? Yeah, the Ace of Swords. They see clear. Okay? They know the truth and they see clearly. The Nine of Cups. But they also know that you were true wish fulfillment. Damn. This is somebody that had the world in the palm of their hand. God had gave them the most precious gift on earth. You. God handed you over. Here you go. Six of what is this? The Six of Wands. Okay. They had gave them the victory. They had gave them the trophy. They gave them the prize. He gave them the prize. He gave them the trophy. He gave it to them. And the Nine of Swords. Excuse me. Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands. They mishandled it. They abused it. Mistreated it. They could have fell off into their ego. They wouldn't pick a side. This person could have juggled you. They could have betrayed you, because there's a sword here that's got blood on it. It's giving like the Five of Swords energy. They could have stabbed you all the way in the back. Okay? Do y'all see the sword with the blood on it right there? It's like they stabbed you all the way in the back. Okay? Somebody here, you could have mermaid blood. Or this person could have mermaid blood, or a mermaid in their bloodline, or something like that. They know they didn't do right by you. Now they want to show up as their best self. But it's too late, because somebody is already showing up as their best self for you. They see that too. The King, the Knight of Disc, the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, if this hasn't happened yet, be patient. It's on the way. That Knight of Disc always gets to his destination. Okay, the Five of Pentacles, you definitely got somebody feeling left out. You definitely cut somebody off. Okay, and they're feeling it, but they understand. They know. They know that this wasn't like a fast decision. They know that this took time. Okay, it took time for you to cut them off. The Empress is here. Yeah, you are like, they going to war in their mind behind you. They like, oh my God, they are mad. This person's mad, like kicking them. You know how they say kicking themselves in their own ass. Okay, the Seven of Cups. All right. It's like they want to bury the thought of you, but they can't. They want to get over what they did, how they fumbled you. Like they don't want to replay these things in their mind, but they can't not. Okay, they can't not. They want to lay it to rest, but they're like an earth angel. Every time they try to lay it to rest, they be like, I was in the presence of a real earth angel. I was married to a real earth angel. I was in a relationship with a real earth angel. Wait a minute, you mean to tell me I was working with a real earth angel? Wait a minute, you mean that earth angel was my business partner? Oh, that means, you know what they're thinking? They're like, if that's the case, it's so much that's running through this person's mind. Because it's like, for one, they're realizing that God gifted you to them. Two, they're realizing like that you would have had nothing but their best interest at the forefront of your mind. Because that's what we do as earth angels, right? We want everybody to win. We want the best for everybody. We don't want to see nobody lose or be lost or left behind. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, damn. Not only did I fumble that person, but that was somebody that was genuine. That was somebody that I could have trusted. That is somebody that had the best intentions for me. That's somebody that was a real support system for me. This person, it's like the more and they trying to push it out their mind, but it just keep coming. It's like, oh my God, okay? The Queen of Disc. That's somebody that a support system, someone who is reliable, okay? Somebody who is resourceful, all right? They like, oh my God, I had the bag and fumbled it, okay? The Six of Swords, because you are sailing on. They see why. They know. Because they know they were deceiving you. They were a liar. They were a cheater. Okay? The death card is here. They know exactly why you ended it. They weren't faithful. They weren't loyal to you. Okay? The Strength card and the King of Cups. They also know why you chose who you chose. They know why you chose this Leo, or they know why you chose this water sign. They know that they were emotionally unavailable. Okay. They were too afraid to tap into them waters. Okay. They also were too afraid, for somebody here, they were too afraid to tap into their own power and divinity. Okay. They were afraid of being enlightened. Maybe they didn't want to be laughed at, or they didn't want to, you know what I'm saying? Either way, fear. I feel like fear played a major role in why things didn't go any further with this person. And I feel like they realize that now. Yeah, as they sit behind bars, the Eight of Swords, or as they are cut off or cut out of your life, restricted from you behind some kind of barrier. Okay. They see why they're on the outside looking in of your fairy tale ending, your fairy tale story. Okay. They see why. They let fear, and the Eight of Swords, as we were talking about fear. Fear is a card of the Eight of Swords is a card of fear, intimidation. They were intimidated by the whole thing. You could have intimidated this person. They could have felt like you were out of their league. They felt like you were out of their league. So they felt like, how, there could have been an age difference as well. This person could have felt like, how can this person love me? This person can't love me. I can't be enough. Let me go over here and do this instead. You know what I mean? They allowed themselves to be distracted because they felt like you were out of their league. They were like, they didn't believe you were real. They didn't believe you were a real earth angel. Queen of Cups. Yeah. They didn't believe it. They felt at home with you. They felt the nurturing energy that you provided. They felt the emotional maturity and emotional stability. They felt your nurturing energy, but they were, I don't know, they were in disbelief. They didn't believe it. They just didn't believe it. The King of Swords, the Lovers, the Seven of Pentacles. You know what they thought? They thought that their position and role in your life was temporary. They're like, this person can't want me around forever. Some of them, y'all basically scared the hell out of me just now. She back up in the front making noise. But anyway, this person, like I said, they felt like you couldn't possibly want to be with them forever. They also could have felt like they didn't believe in forever. They didn't believe in fairy tales. They didn't believe in a happy ending. Maybe they didn't have one. Maybe they saw their father divorce their mother or leave their mother. You know what I mean? Like I feel like this person's seen a lot of relationship struggles, and they just felt like, why even, you know what I mean? Why even go down that road? It's a headache. It's going to end in disaster. It's not going to work. So they didn't even try. It's like they gave up before things could get going for real. So they didn't apply themselves to whatever this was, whether this is business, platonic, a relationship, whatever it is, a partnership, business ship, whatever. They didn't apply themselves fully. They didn't allow themselves to put their all into it, therefore showing up unavailable to you because they've never seen it be done before. This is someone that could have grown up in a one-parent household. This is someone who could have grown up in poverty. This is somebody who just never, maybe they had fast money, but never had anything long suffering, or what's the word I'm looking for? They never had longevity, or, you know what I'm saying? Nobody was ever loyal to them. So they didn't recognize loyalty. It was like, yeah, right. You know what I mean? It was like, what's not real? Is it it was fictional to them. Okay, it was made up. It was make believe. Okay, they're like, why am I going to allow? To them, it was an illusion. All right. The Page of Wands. That's the message, y'all. But now they want every single thing that you had. Now they want all the things that you brought. as this Empress energy. They want that nurturing energy. They want that loyalty. They want that commitment. They want that resourcefulness. You know what I mean? You could have been someone who bought really good gifts. You were very thoughtful. You put a lot of thought into what you brought to the table for this person. It's because you were invested. Okay, you were invested in whatever this is. The Hermit, yeah, you're because I picked up on a Virgo with that. Virgos, they really pay attention when they buy gifts for someone or when they do something for someone. There's a lot of thought behind it, right? But it's because they listen, right? Virgos have a tendency to really listen and pay attention to detail, right? So like if you're in conversation with Virgo and you're talking about something, in Virgo's mind, they're like, oh, I just heard them say this without saying it. And you know what? I'm going to buy that. I'm going to have it shipped to their house or something like that, right? That's a Virgo for you. But that's how you were coming across energetically, is like you really you met this person's needs, okay? Until you didn't. Until you didn't. The Six of Wands. All right? So you got the victory here. I mean, I you know, crosswatcher, if you're in here, I'm sorry. But this is someone who started to be loyal to themselves. And they became a vibrational match for loyalty in return, you know? They were hoping that crosswatcher, you would be the match, but it didn't go like that. Okay? Yeah, the World card. So the cycle is closed. All right, let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, it's over with. The Ten of Swords. It's done. Put a fork in it, okay? It's done. All right? Because this person, you viewer, or this person or whoever has realized that what is for me is already mine, okay? That means they ain't fighting for it no more. It's either going to show up because they're a vibrational match for it and they're ready for it and they've attracted it to them, and it's going to reciprocate, or it's going to get out. It ain't for them, right? So somebody realizes that because they know their worth. I hope you guys enjoyed this read, and my loves, I enjoyed bringing it to you. I will see you guys in the next one. Let me see if I see anything else. Yeah, definitely a cycle has been closed out. This person is definitely looking deeper. They're looking at their role that they played in it. All right. They wanted victory, or they want victory with you now. Okay. But they know they've been cut off. They definitely know that they've been cut out. Okay. This could have this person's mom. Like if this is a masculine, their mom feels like they were ready to call you daughter-in-law, okay? And they know now that will never happen. And they could have this mother clutching her pearls, okay? Because I'm seeing this as somebody's mama like, my son ain't never going to find a wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, my son ain't never going to find a wife. Even when he gets out of jail, or when he gets, you know what I mean? Because I don't know, this could be like, I'm telling y'all, spiritual jail, physical jail, whatever. It's like, this person ain't never gonna, you know what I mean? Get enough strength, have enough courage to become the man that I raised him to be with the King of Cups. It's like somebody's mama is, they're lighting a candle on it. They're like, it'll never happen. So someone's mom has lost hope. Or whoever that feminine is like, my son ain't gonna never do right. Somebody could be saying that. What time is it? Oh, I got 3 minutes. Okay. So you're over here sailing on. Oh, you could be very focused on your career. But there's a financial blessing coming in towards you with the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah. You're about to go through a transformation. All right. This person knows they left out of anything good coming into your life. They're left out of anything good that's coming into your life. All right. I'm telling you, now they want to show up as their best self. They realize that they let their ego get in the way from their wish fulfillment here. Yeah, they got very clear about that. They know exactly that they're to blame. They're like, I can't fault nobody but myself for the reason why this woman or this man is rejecting me like this. I can't fault. No, I did it all by myself. I'm the reason I'm on the outside looking in. It's me. Okay. I'm the reason I'm in this jail, or this spiritual jail, or just cut off, trying to get a new perspective on the situation. It's me. Yeah, this person's definitely in the Hangman, because even the Page of Cups is upside down, right? This person wants healing, though. They're going to have to go to Archangel Michael. They're going to have to talk to their angels and guides and God. Okay? They're going to have to get to getting out of their head, okay, and getting more into them feelings, right? That cup, y'all see that bowl of water? They need to tap into their emotions. They don't want to do that though, but there is an emotional blockage dealing with this person. They see that now even more so since you have separated yourself from them, okay? You definitely have some type of abundance coming towards you. Yes, that celebrate surprise blessing. It's a surprise and it's coming. Okay, you're going to know that the divine brought that your way. You're going to know the divine brought you this victory. All right, and healing and peace. It's because you deserve it. Okay, the 10 of Wands. This person deserves what they got. It's like everybody got what they deserved here. Okay, everybody got what they deserved. Everybody. The 4 of Wands. Everybody. Your person, meaning your new person, this past person, everybody got what they deserved. Period. Okay? Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm going to leave it there. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.